Okay, so we've created our logo, and I want you to notice that this is live type. In other words, I can put my type cursor in here and I can still edit all of this type. Okay. And first thing I'm going to do is File, Save As, and I'm going to put in my name. I'm going to call this master. And then the name of the company, AVT 414, spring, whatever session this is. And I'm going to make it an AI file. And I'm going to save it. In my case, replace it. Save it as an AI file, because that gives us the most versatility. Then I'm going to go to the artboard tool, and I'm going to change this to 6x4. You'd make it 4x6 if your design is more vertical. Go back to my black arrow, my selection tool, select all of this type, hold Shift, and drag it down so that it's inside this 4x6. And what I'm going to do, since there's a whole bunch of extra space, I don't really need that extra space as part of my logo file. So I'm going to go back to my artboard tool, and I'm going to drag this smaller. Okay, so there's my logo. There might be an argument that says that this should in fact be right up against the edges. I can even do that if I go to Object, Artboards, Fit to Artboard, Artwork Bounds, like that. I could do that. But I worry a little bit that the edges right there and there are going to act funny, particularly if I have a rounded object. So I tend to make my logos with a little bit of space around them. And when we reverse this, there's probably even better reasons to do that. Though, in fact, okay, right. Okay, next. So I'm going to save this, File, Save. So that's my master with the live type. Next, I'm going to select this type, and I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to go to Expand, and I'm going to uncheck Fill and just check Object, and I click OK. And what'll happen is that this is all reverted to vectors. It's no longer live. I can't use my type tool and select anything. So I'm also going to take this and go to Object, Path, Smooth. No, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't actually work in this case. So Object, Path, remove anchor points. And Z. That isn't it. Oh, come on. It worked yesterday. Clean up. Cancel. All right. Well, let's see what happens now. object, path, simplify. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to simplify this. And you'll notice that it now uses a whole lot fewer points. I'm going to hope that it didn't actually change. It did change the shape a little bit. So I'm going to go back again. Object, path, simplify. I'm going to turn this down. Turn it up. And I turned it all the way up in this case. And if I hit Command Z, it looks the same. And so I think I reduced the number of points in this logo successfully so that it's just going to work better. And now I'm going to go File, Save As. And instead of Master, I'm going to call it Final. Pause. And I'm going to save it. Okay. Then I'm going to select all these objects. And if I go to here, now let's go to, oh, come on. Window, swatches. Actually, before I even do that, let me go here, select all unused, delete, delete. Okay. And then I'm going to save it again. Okay. Then, and let's double click here and turn this to global. That means if I change that black for any reason, it'll change everything. Command save. 0. Okay, next, we're going to take this and we're going to go File, Save As, Final, Neg, or Final, Reverse, Casa. Save. Okay. And I'm going to fill this. Go back to my swatches, window swatches. And I'm going to fill it with white. Looks like that. Command save. And then, and so that's the one that we'd apply when we want a reverse version of the logo. And then I'm going to go ahead. Okay, yeah. And so that's what I'd need. I've got this version. I've got a master version. I've got a reverse version. And I've got a black and white version. All right. And I'm going to go new share, go to my desktop, Finder. Okay, I've got 3 logos. I'm going to rename this slightly because I've got a little problem with mine in that my name starts with an S. So it's throwing me off a little. So master, final positive, final reverse. And then I'm going to go to InDesign, new share, uh, InDesign. File, new document. I'm going to create a tabloid page. Oh, tabloid page. In my case, I'm going to make it horizontal. Turn off facing pages, click create. File place. I'm going to go to my logos. Final positive, open. I want to make this really big. And then I'm going to file place, oops, unclick. File place. Reverse, open. And I'm going to fill this with black like that. So you can't see that it's reverse until you've got a background color. I could take that background color, make it anything I want, and I could see how that logo would look on that color. But I'm just going to do this in black because I want to be able to see what this logo looks like. And then I'm going to also make another copy. And I'm going to shrink this way down until it's about 1 inch wide. It's 2 inches. Because I want to make sure that it'll read when it's being really small. That'll work. Okay. And I found out that these could even be a little bit larger. So here we've got a tabloid size page, and it has really huge versions of the logo and really small versions of the logo. My eye is starting to see some oddities in the kerning here, so I might even go back and change it. But for the moment, I'm going to stick with it. So File, Save As. Okay. See CASA samples. Or size test would probably be better. Save. File. Export. In this case, well, I'll just make it press quality. Save. Export. Looks like that. So I can take this over to the print shop and have them print it for class. So we can look at it in class and see whether it is smooth enough, looks good enough. And now I'm tempted. Okay, now I'm going to go new share. I'm going to go back to Illustrator. I'm going to go back, open recent, master. No, really. Got it. Open, master, open. So I'm going to adjust the kerning. And then I want this a little bigger, so it lines up kind of nicely over here. Okay, saved. File, save as. Oop. And we'll do it this way. I'm going to select that, type again. Be careful here because I'm changing this before I save it. Object expand. Just expand the object. File, save as. And I'm going to go to final positive, save, replace. Okay. And then I'm gonna do select all of this, Command all. Ah, okay, and I forgot. So I need to select that and go to Object, Path, Simplify. Command Save. Much fewer points. Save. And then again, select. Again, select all unused and delete. Okay, actually, let's go back. There, it's in black. Global. Okay. Command save. Lots of little steps. Okay. Now, and it's still the positive version. Now we do that. File, save as. Go to the reverse version. Save it as the reverse version. Save, replace. Okay. Okay. You share. We're going to go back to InDesign. You'll notice that the links have been updated. So these images are now super pixelated. So we're going to go to our links palette or window links. And we're going to click on this one and hit the update. Click on this and hit the update. And you'll see that they're now nice and crisp and sharp. And my kerning is a little bit better. And I can save that and file, save, PDF press quality, save, replace, export. Okay, better. But you can't see new share. Adobe Acrobat, share. So it opens up and it shows me the file in Adobe Acrobat, and I can see that everything seems to be working correctly. I've got space around the outside of my reverse. I've got, anyway. So, new share. Let's go back to our Finder, share. Actually, give me a second while I go back to InDesign, and I'm going to close that file. And I go back to I'm not sure what of that you could have seen, but share. Okay, hang on. There. Okay, so you notice that the file for the InDesign file that keeps any temporary changes has closed because I updated that file. Got it. So we have our master, final positive, final reverse, and a size test. And I'm going to select all of those items. And I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Compress. Hang on a second. File, Compress. Okay, Archive. So let's see. I'm going to just take the name for that, change the name from archive to that. And then this file gets submitted to the assignment. And then this file, well, this file would get submitted to the print shop to have it printed out in time for class. Okay. So that's it.